at the lowest ever in what? 25 years. Which means for the buyer that your costs of borrowing are at a historical what? Low. Does the cost of borrowing have a huge impact in your home ownership opportunities? Yes or no? Absolutely. What is another reason why we should buy? Lots of choice. Here's the statistic in the United States. They call it shadow inventory. You know what shadow inventory is? Shadow inventory is in the United States is that they anticipate, based on the current consumption rates, that the average consumption time on the market for all the states in the United States, there's enough inventory to cover the next 40 months. We watched what we do the statistics in our office with the inventory based on the current consumption rate and how many months of inventory. The average in the United States of all the states is 40 months of inventory. Average, 40 months. We're seeing in our 22 months, whatever it was the last time. Yes, Chris?
When Brian Feeney was out, who did that free thing at the Grand, he said he guaranteed there'll be, and he had the same stats, and in 18 months, he said, I guarantee a housing shortage in the States. Remember?
Yeah, it's true.
So that's why there's sort of conflicting, we get conflicting information from, you know, all sources.
And with that said, you know what the 4 best recovering markets are right now? The 4 worst that we heard about. Guess where? Arizona, California, Florida, and Michigan. Right? So we heard all those states being doom and gloom and stay away from it. The 4 best recovering places right now, which Brian's forecasted that they'll be returned at, have all started to come around better than any other states. So the 4 worst have now become the 4 best opportunities in the United States. Weird, huh? Because what goes down must what? Go back up. Okay? What other reasons why? Prices. Are there deals? Are there deals?
Great deals.
Yeah, perfect example, and I'll share the story. I'm careful because it's on video, because names here. But we had an agent in our office, and their son's a professional mortgage person, and a mortgage broker, and a personal friend of mine. And his mom and dad just sell their home. And he tells his parents, for the love of Murphy, don't buy. Don't buy. Just wait, rent, stay in there, do that. Our agent stays on top of his inventory. He does a hot sheet, and a hot deal on his search engines, right? So as soon as something comes up with this couple's needs and wants, he finds a hot buy. Something that's a deal, a very good buy, and then ends up showing this couple. They absolutely love it. They have been told, and they say that they're not going to buy, and what do they do when they see it? They bought it. And then what does my friend who's in the lending business tell me? He tells me, you know what, Wade? It was a phenomenal buy. It's absolutely perfect for them, and they will do fantastic financially well in this particular home and property. And here's a guy that's an expert in the industry and been doing this business as long as me, almost 20 years, and he's telling his mom and dad to don't buy. And his mom and dad end up, and he turns around and says, you know what, I was wrong. I was wrong. It's a phenomenal opportunity. It was a phenomenal deal. It was a phenomenal price because they were motivated sellers, and it's exactly what his mom and dad were looking for. And he said to me, you know what? It was the right time to buy because it was the right deal. Are there right deals out there for homeowners right now? Absolutely there is. Absolutely. And we have experts who are telling their parents not to buy. What the heck? It's hard enough. Right? What else? Why other reasons why it's a good time to buy? Sorry?
Their return on investment.
Yes, thank you. The return on your investment. I'm looking for the graph and we'll get it to you. The return on the investment of real estate for the last 10 years, please, just in this room, versus your stock and investment portfolios. Is it that hard to tell that story to a buyer or a seller? No. And there was a statistic, they said they estimated about 30% ROI versus a negative. Like they did all the different TSX and all these different stats of that, and they were way down in the negatives, and then real estate was way up in the positives of equity and how much they've done percentage-wise return on investment. If anybody finds a statistic or graph of that, how real estate has compared or has differed and shown the return on investment versus stocks, I'd love to get a copy of it. Any other reasons why? How about the pride of ownership? Is anybody proud of their home? Does anybody love creating all of the dreams and memories and that? Is it not one of the most important goals in anyone's life is to have the pride of owning something and calling it your own? Yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely. Does that emotionally appeal to a buyer or a seller when you talk about the pride of home ownership? Are there people that are emotionally attached to their homes? Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Huge. Are you explaining to them the benefits of that feeling and that emotion? What other reasons why?
Seller motivation.
Sorry?
Some sellers are very motivated.
Sure, there's deals, there's motivated people out there. Got historical rates. Any tax benefits of owning home real estate? Last time I checked in this country, your personal residence is what, please? Tax-free income. And for investors in real estate, their interest is what? Tax deductible. Is there any tax benefits in home ownership? Yes or no? Are we explaining to them the benefits of that? Anybody like the tax benefit of all your equity in your home being tax-free? It's a beautiful thing. Anybody like investing in real estate and writing off the interest on their investments in real estate? Absolutely. Is it inflation protected? You're in the market, you're protected. It's a safe haven, right? Is there security once you're in the market? Yes or no? Absolutely. You're protected. If you hold real estate over a longer period of time, what has it done? It's gone up. It's gone up. Stability. There's stability and security. One of the other ones I heard was, it's a forced savings plan. Is there anybody in this room that has not made any more money on their personal residence and their real estate investments and forced savings plans and those type of plans? Yes or no? It's the greatest forced savings plan on the planet. Are you explaining to people? How many people in this room, you don't have to put your hand up, are excellent and disciplined at saving? I rest my case. Everybody broke out in a cold sweat there all of a sudden. Oh my God, don't make me put my hand up. I don't want to lie to you this morning. Right? What has history told us, please? What has history told us? How much real estate in the 70s do people wish they owned right now? How much in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010? Ask the buyer, ask the client. I'm wondering how much 2010 real estate you're going to be wishing you owned in 2020. Are you doing that? History has always shown us what? It goes up and it goes down, but every decade it's always what? Way higher than it was the decade before. Way higher. Buy land, don't make it anymore. Don't make it any more waterfront in the Okanagan, please. That's why our waterfront always makes a liar out of us in business and the industry price, because they're not making any more of it. Sorry, but they're just not. They're just not. Any other comments or any other things that you can think about? So what I'd like you to do is, where should this information be made available, please? Where can you post it? Your websites. What can you do? If there's anybody right now in this room that Twitters, these are tweet moments right here. Start tweeting. How many people are using free buyer packages? Would this not make the top 10 reasons to want to buy in that in your free buyers packages? Anybody using free buyer packages? Should this information be in it? Yes or no? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, this should be in it. So just out of curiosity, all of these 10 ideas was just released in a report from the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal, one of the most trusted press media sources in the United States, they put out this report saying that the Wall Street Journal said that in a recent article, the reasons to buy real estate are now. There are deals, there are compelling prices.